Next we have to study is about consumers' responsibilities. So we know like there are some rights of the consumers, and at the same time there are some responsibilities also. We should be also have to do some kind of things. The consumers have the number of rights regarding the purchase of things, but at the same time they have some responsibilities too. It means that the consumers should keep a few things in mind while purchasing them. So whenever we purchase a product or when you use a service, we have to keep these things in our mind. So it is our responsibility to maintain these type of rules and regulations. So first one, consumer must exercise his rights. So first of all, first duty or responsibility is that we have to follow all the rights. So we should be first of all we should be aware about the consumer rights, and we should exercise these. Consumers have many rights with regard to the goods and services. They must be aware of these rights while buying. These rights are right to safety, right to be informed, right to representation, right to seek redressal, right to consumer education, etc. All these rights are there. So we should know about these rights, and we should make use of the rights. If a shopkeeper is not, if you ask to a shopkeeper and if the shopkeeper is not giving us information, then we can say that we are having this right to get it. And if, like as I told you, like if a product is sold for more than MRP, so we have the right to question them. We should ask them. So if any customers are not asking, they will think that the customers are happy with this product. So when we find a product, when you find a problem, so we have the right to ask them, right to question them. So that we have to keep in mind. Then next one, cautious consumer. Do not buy blindly. Consumers should be make a full use of their reason while buying things. They should not take the seller's words and the final truth. In other words, while buying, consumer must get information regarding the quality, quantity, price, utility, etc. of the goods and services. So don't try to get cheated. So first, before we purchase the product, we should try to collect proper information about the product. We should understand which sometimes, like in online marketing, there is like a lot amount of issues are there like that. See, like some advertisement and all they are giving. Sometimes they say that in 100 rupees shirt is provided, or like that some information will be provided. So you should, whenever discount like 70% discount or 80% discount, 90% discount, 1000 rupees product is given for 100 rupees. So that itself you can understand it is a fake product, or there are so many type of such kind of faking things are there. So you may be thinking that you will get the product in a very low quality or a low price, but if you purchase that much low price product, the quality will be low. So maximum discount a branded company, any branded companies will give maximum up to 30% discount. Okay, if more than that discount is there, you have to understand that either it is not genuine product or the quality of the product is low. So if you purchase for 70% discount, 80% discount and all, then you cannot expect a good quality product. Okay. Then filing complaint for the redressal of genuine grievances. If we find that if any kind of real problems are there, simply you should not file case. But if we face a real problem, then we should have the courage to file case. It is the responsibility of the consumers to approach the officer concerned in case there is a complaint about the goods purchased. A late complaint may find that the period of warranty has lapsed. Sometimes consumer ignore the deception of businessmen. This tendency encourages corrupt business practices. So like if you don't complain, then these type of activities will be motivating the business people, because they know that they are doing wrong and nobody is questioning. Then they will say that this is the normal habit, isn't it? So we should question them. If they are not obeying with that, then we have to file complaint against them. Then consumer must be quality conscious. Do not compromise on quality. So we have to be we should not compromise on the quality. Whenever we purchase, sometimes like when you are purchasing a product, if the quality is low, and if you find that then the shopkeeper will say that we will give you 100 rupee discount, or 200 rupees discount. Then we will hear that 200 rupees we will get so we can purchase low quality product. But you see, like if you are getting if you are getting discount and getting low quality product, but the usefulness of that product will not be much higher. So like if that discounted product you may be able to use only for 1 year, but if you spend like 200 rupees or 300 rupees more, and if you purchase a genuine product, you can use it maybe for 3 years, which is better. So spending 100 rupees and using it for 1 year, and spending 200 rupees and using for 5 years, which is better? So you purchase good quality product and use it for more years, or more comfort will be there. More, you see, when you are purchasing, you may have to spend a little extra money, but whenever we purchase, we should see to it that we purchase a quality product. So we should not compromise the quality when we purchase the product. Okay. And advertisements often exaggerate. Beware of false advertisement. The seller informs the consumer about their things through the medium of advertisement. The sellers exaggerate the quality of their goods through advertisement. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the consumers to recognize the truth of the advertisement. Sometimes whenever we purchase a product, they are showing advertisement, and in the advertisement they are so much exaggerating the product. So they will say that if you use this product, you will become like that, you will become like this, like that, they say. But normally any people, as I told you, like Horlicks, if you drink, you will grow so much, or there are so many, like your bone will be growing, and there so much growth will be there. But I don't find that there is no much difference between a person who is actually, the benefit that they are getting is that normally children are not, they need to drink, though they will say like they have to drink milk. Okay, so normally children, they don't like to drink milk, but if you use some Horlicks and all, they are drinking milk. So more benefit that they are getting of the milk only. Not about the Horlicks, but other people are there, other children, those who are not drinking Horlicks, they may not drink milk also. If there is two children are there, one is drinking 1 glass of milk with the Horlicks, and another boy is there who is drinking 1 glass only milk. Both growth will be somewhat same only. There will not be much difference. But if there is a growth difference between, like one person is drinking 1 glass of Horlicks with milk, and another boy is there who is not drinking milk, there will be extremely different difference in their growth will be there, because he is not drinking the milk. Do you understand? So such differences are there. I am not against a Horlicks company, okay, but I am telling that this type of advertisement is there. So not only our Horlicks, but there are so many other products are there. Whatever comes in their advertisement may not be genuine. Okay, so some improvement in quality will be there, but for that we need not to spend so much amount of that money, and these things need not to spend. And some of this product, even if they show, especially to the children and all, when we are giving some kind of products to the children and all, then we have to be very much careful. Simply giving any product may not give benefit, but instead of giving benefit, it may give more side effects. So whenever we are taking any type of products, we have to be careful, and simply just by seeing an advertisement, don't purchase the product. So you have to see first we have to understand the genuineness of the advertisement, if this advertisement is true or not. We have to understand, we should try to understand. After that only we should purchase the product. If the quality is there, then we can purchase, but simply just by seeing an advertisement, don't purchase a product. Okay, and whatever they are showing in the advertisement may not be true. So you have to be careful about that. Then do not forget to get the receipt and guarantee warranty cards. One should always get a receipt or a bill for the things purchased. In case a guarantee or warranty card also is offered by the seller. It should also be taken in case of the goods purchased turn out to be inferior quality, or some defect appears and bothers the customers. These documents will be of great help in setting all kinds of disputes with the seller. So like whenever we purchase a product, we should keep in mind that we have to purchase, we should get a bill also. We should not forget to take the bill. And if there is if 1 year guarantee is there or 1 year warranty is there, then there will be a guarantee card will be there along with the product. Sometimes on the bill itself they will be mentioning it and give. Normally when you go to the shop, what will happen is that we don't take a bill of the product. So if you do not purchase, if you do not take a bill, there is no any evidence that you have purchased this product, or you don't have any evidence that you purchased this product from this particular company or shop. Okay. So if you have not taken a bill, you cannot file a case also in front of court. If you are submitting that I have purchased this product and they did not give me this quality, and if the shopkeeper is telling that I did not sell the product to you, then there is no any evidence to show. But if you have a bill with you and in that it is written the name of, and bill means simply not writing in a paper. If you go in a market, whatever things you purchase, they will write in a paper and give. That is not a bill. A bill means it should be printed, the name of the shop should be printed, name, address, all the details should be there. Genuine bill is there. That is called original bill will be there. So if you get this original bill is there, only with that a validity is there. If you file a case against the company or the shop with a simple paper written in a paper, they will say that this is not our bill. Then they will, there is no any evidence is not there. So printed, either it is like a computer printed bill will be there or a printed paper, on that they will write and give. And whenever on that there should be the signature of the shopkeeper also should be there. Then only it is there. So bill you got and on that anything you write and give, then that also is not valid. And also the amount. So on that the amount should be written in like a numerical as well as in words. Like 2500 means 2500 also written. Means 2500 in number it will be written, and also in words also it should be written. Then only the bill can be valid. Okay, so these things we have to understand, especially when you purchase some high value products like mobile phones or something like that. So like one of our teacher was there, he purchased a mobile phone from a shop here. And there was a complaint after within 1 year. It was in the 1 year guarantee was there. Within 1 year it was there, but we took it to the shop. Then they said that in the shop they don't get any service. We have to take it to Basti for service center. We have to take. Then we took it to the service center. Then when they opened it, then they found that they said that the product is the guarantee period is over. Okay. So then we took the bill because we had kept the bill with us. So when on the date of the bill, as per the date only 8 months are over. Okay, but as per their records, like in mobile phone, in their records, like when a mobile phone a SIM is inserted, on that day the date is recorded. So if based on that they are calculating the date, not about the bill value. But this product, this phone actually once it was sold to somebody else, and they had used or either and they had returned the product. Okay, then this shopkeeper had sold the product again. So we purchased the product for the second time actually. So it was already a defective product. So then we found this one and we said that we will file the case against this one. Then the shopkeeper, he found he knows that this problem will be there. So he interfered in that and he repaired. It was actually some around 3,000, 4,000 rupees of replacement, like motherboard something inside that something was there. So in that complaint was there. So that entire this one had to be changed. Then they interfered in that one and they changed it. But since we had the bill with us, there was we could file or we could tell them that this on this date only we have purchased it. But in that one they are showing it. So if the shopkeeper, when we are submitting the product there, if they say that the guarantee period is over, on this date only the product was purchased. If we don't have a bill, we don't have anything to show that on this date it is there. But we had kept the bill with us, the proper bill was there, and on that the date was properly mentioned there. So there was no, we did not get cheated. So that way we will get cheated. So we have to keep the bill, and a warranty card is there. Then that also, on that guarantee card also, if a guarantee card is there, on that the date of the purchase should be mentioned there, and also the name of the shop as well as the signature of the person who has sold the salesman. All these three information is very much compulsory. Date of the product, name of the shop, and signature of the person who has sold the product to us. So these three if these three things are there on the guarantee card, then only. Sometimes this guarantee card, what they do is that they give guarantee card simply without writing anything. You know, with that guarantee card we cannot file a case. So in that there is no any writing is not there. So then how can we prove that this product was purchased on this particular date? You know, so if there is a like bill of the product is there, on that date is there, that also is not valid. So when a guarantee card is there, when you get the guarantee card, you have to get it written, the name of the shop. Normally they seal it, you know, their seal will be there, so that seal they put and the date will be mentioned and the signature they are putting. So these three documents, these three things are essential. Without this one, we cannot file a case against you. We can purchase the product without all these documents, but if you purchase without these documents, if any problem comes within 1 year or 2 year time is there. Within that time, if any problem comes, we will not have any right to file a case against the company. Then next one, do not buy in hurry. One more important responsibility of the consumer is that they should not buy in hurry. It means that the consumer should make an estimate of the things that want to buy well in time. They should think about the things they want to buy along with their quantity required by them. They should not also take in consideration the place from where to buy the things. So we should have a proper planning about purchasing a product. Okay, simply don't go and see any product, whatever product is seen, and you purchase and come. Not like that. Okay, we should have a plan about the product, what we have to purchase, how much amount of that product is required, how much we have to purchase. All these things we should proper plan should be there, and we should plan it. We should go and see the product nicely. You should examine the product. You should test the quality of the product. After that only purchase it. Simply don't go and purchase the product and come. So if by chance you may get cheated. So we have to be very careful about these type of things. So these are the different responsibilities of the consumers. The next we have to study is about ways and means of consumer protection. What are the different ways or means of consumer protection? So the first one, main means of consumer protection are under safety regulations by business. Every firm insists to have a strong consumer base, which means that more and still more people should buy their product. This is possible only when the consumer are fully satisfied with the products of the firm. With this purpose in view, the firms ban all types of undesirable activities that can be harmful to the consumers. So like this is a protection taken by the companies itself, business people itself. They will not try to do any type of malpractices or any type of illegal businesses. So if a company is doing any type of illegal business, once if the company is caught, then the reputation of the company will be lost. Even if they are only a small mistake if they are doing, but that will affect the reputation of the business forever. So they have to see to it that they should not do any type of illegal businesses. They should do all the business in a genuine manner, and they should try to satisfy the customers by giving them good quality products. The next, business associations. Business associations prepare a code of conduct for businessmen. It is laid down in the code of conduct as to how businessmen are expected to behave with the customers. For example, the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Institutes, FICCI. So in most of the product you might have seen that it is written that FICCI or their registration number is there. So the shop or the business people, those who are having correction, so they are the members of this association, and all the members of this association has to follow a code of conduct. They have rules are there, though there are some code of conduct that the people have to follow. So all these they have to follow. Then consumer awareness as an important means of consumer protection. A consumer should protect himself. He should be alert in the matter of his rights, and alert consumer can demand his rights from the seller. Thus the consumer himself must know his rights and raise a voice against unfair practices of the seller. So see, like if consumers are aware, then these rights. So if you are a consumer, if you are a well aware consumer, if I know that what are my rights, these are my rights, I have to get this one. So if I know clearly that, and if I speak with the confidence there to the shopkeeper, they will be providing information. So this is without that. So if you are asking for them that this product is not genuine and you have to give me genuine product, if you demand this one, either they will say that we don't have genuine product, you leave the company, or they should give us the genuine product. So if we have whatever things, questions that we are asking, the shopkeepers are supposed to give us answers. So related to the product. So this should be there, and we should always know about what are our consumer rights are there and what are our responsibilities. So we should keep these things in our mind, and if these things are, any of these violation is found, we have to raise voice against them. Okay. Then consumer organizations. There are some consumer organizations. So consumer organizations play an important role in providing protection to the consumers. When a single consumer fails to get his rights, he seeks help from consumer organization. Consumer organizations can pressurize the seller keeping in view of the interest of the consumers. Such organizations also educate the consumers. See, like if I am a single consumer and if I am having like 5 rupees loss is there, then for 5 rupees loss, I am not going to file a complaint against a company. So if I know this, like if I am a single person, and if I imagine that if I am filing a case against a Reliance company or a Tata company or any big company like that, they are big corporates, they have so big, their own advocates are there, they have plenty of money is there. If I file a case against them, then I will surely fail. So because of that, people normally they don't file complaint. But there are some consumer associations are there. So in this consumer association, there are plenty of consumers. So if you can get a registration to these consumer associations, and these consumer associations, they have their own advocates are there, powerful advocates will be there. So they will take the responsibility of filing case against the company. So if you give information about us, then they will spend the money for that. So if I am a single seller, I am a buyer, I may not have much money to spend for conducting the cases. So these consumer organizations, they will conduct the case, and the money required, or if any lawyer is required for that, or whatever expenditures are there, that they will bear. Then government. Interest of the consumers are protected by the government by enacting various legislations. Consumer Protection Act 1986 is an important legislation by the government to provide protection to the affected consumers. Under the provisions of the Act, consumer protection councils have been set up by central and state governments for the protection of the rights of the consumers. So the government also play as an important role in the protection of the consumer rights. So they have made the Consumer Protection Act 1956. So as per this act, the consumers can be protected against any kind of malpractices or any type of illegal transactions or any type of things that the shopkeepers are doing. So if anybody is found doing such kind of things, then and also the government has appointed some councils, some members are there. So they themselves will go and investigate. Not necessary that they have to any customer has to get affected by or any customer has to complain against it. They will conduct a survey, conduct a test of the product. See, they will take some samples from different shops and they will conduct some test, and if they find that some of the ingredients used there is not proper, or any unnecessary ingredients are added in this one, or if the weight is not there proper. So if any such kind of issues are found, then they will take action against them. Okay.